Hello everyone, today on the channel it's time for another deck, and let's try Golgari, Lorwyn Golgari. We are doing this a couple of weeks before release, so of course we don't have the new set yet. We do not have the new set out yet of Turtle Mania, and that's all we know. That is all we know, that it has lots of turtles and pizza. Lorwyn Golgari. And is it gonna be a good set? Doesn't look like it. Is it gonna be nostalgic? For people that are over 35 years old, I would say for people over 35 years old or 40 years old, for sure it's gonna be nostalgic, because of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was part of people's childhood in 1980s and 1990s, and we did enjoy playing the Ninja Turtle game. We have 3 of these guys. Get in there, Bitterbloom Bearer. She needs goblins, right? Maybe we don't have goblins in Golgari. Does he need goblins? Yes. So Golgari does not match with goblins. What does this guy do? Oh, this is equal to elves, which we also... Well, we have elves in green. We have elves in green. Kifkin is for another creature. Okay, this guy can make it in there. We can play elves. We have 2 of these too. Sure, we'll make some mutables. Sure, we play elf. Sure. This guy is just crazy. This thing is... We can try to play once. That one we don't need. This one we can play because of black. This one we can also play because of black. This thing I think we don't need. High perfect Morcant. Sure, get in there. I guess it's gonna be all about elves. Vibrance we can play because of green. This guy we don't really need. And we don't have Overgrown Tomb. This guy we can play because of green. No Doran, unfortunately. So let's go to the rest of the sets and try to find ourselves some elves, if Arena allows us. And we need some board wipes and remove them. First, let's see what elf we have besides the one that we chose already. The hell is this? Tornion. Don't need this. Ah, this guy's an elf. That's interesting. That is quite interesting. Okay. Looks like that's about it. Looks like that's about it. Of course, Changeling are also elves. Which Changeling is rare? Only this dude. Okay. Okay, time to get ourselves some destroy effects. We need some removal. This thing is actually not bad. 2 of these, 2 Embrace, 1 Villainous Wrath, Rise of Sozin, get in there. Summon Odin, get in there. 1 Day of the Black Sun seems good. Maybe play only one of these. One Awakener, no nursery. No nursery, we said. No nursery. We need this guy. He's not an elf, but we need him to kill stuff. One Rise of Sozin is okay. Play one Vivian Reed. And we need lands. So yeah, as we said, we were obviously alive and kicking, as they say, back when the turtles came out. So it was actually part of our childhood. And we can actually enjoy it from a nostalgic point of view. Okay, how many creatures we have? I think we have like 25 or 26. 29 creatures. Okay, yeah, this is pushing into the aggro realm. But we'll try it. Golgari Lorwyn Elves with some random fairy sprinkled in. But there's been so much negative media portrayal to say the least about the turtle set before it even comes out that it's making us not really very interested in it. Not much we can say. From a nostalgic point of view, I think in the 90s, early 2000, when Magic was at its heyday and super popular, we had dreams of having other IPs, international properties, intellectual properties, whatever it's called, into Magic, because we had to deal with like Arabian Nights and all this other stuff. So it is possible to have other non-Magic related stuff. So we had ideas, and we said it would be cool if there would be like ninjas, some ninja into MTG, and of course we got ninjas with Kamigawa, and we had ideas of other properties. Obviously turtles would have been really good. I think we need more green than black, I think. So it was kind of a dream. I think opponent is not playing a lot of creatures, they're playing the removal deck, so that's fine. We can kill their enchantments, they can start to try to do something else. This thing has done miracles for us. We literally play every single... We're gonna play this end of turn. Every single green deck has to play Scrapshooter. It's like literally our favorite card from whatever the hell set this is. We don't even know what set this is. Oh, they're gonna cast him. Okay. Well, because they can't really kill. This thing can... Indestructible. Okay, we can cast him. We don't have X to pay. We shouldn't have attacked with the Archdruid. I think it was a mistake. We hope they don't have a board wipe. If they have a board wipe, we might be in trouble. If they don't have a board wipe, we can top deck a creature. We do have 29 creatures. Then we are gonna do pretty well next turn. It doesn't really matter what the creature is. Except for the 9 mana one. But I think we have the mana actually to cast the 9 mana guy too. Because Elvish Archdruid gives us 3 mana. We have 8 mana actually. So the board wipe is what we fear the most. If they just kill one creature and attack, or if they don't do anything, maybe they have a board wipe. I mean a bounce. No, they just seek a card. Or they're looking for lands. Yeah, they're looking for lands. Okay, that's fine. Did we get a creature? Yes, we did get a creature. Do we have any elves in our graveyard? No. So cast this dude. I think it might be game over unless they have a counter spell. And they didn't. Okay. So we're going to give him. We can't target him because we have to discard a card. We have 3 elves. We have 4 elves. So unfortunately we forgot this thing has to discard the card. Otherwise we could have killed this if we had one card in our hand, which we didn't. Anyway, we just attack. They basically have to block the 7/7, otherwise they dead. Oh, they can block the 5/3, but that doesn't do anything. They're basically dead. It would have been nice to keep one card in our hand, but we didn't have the card to kill it, but it still turned out okay. This is why you need board wipes. This is why we always play board wipe. Unless we play like mono color deck, very aggro, like mono red, mono green, mono white. If you play any type of mid-range deck, you need to play board wipes, because if you only end up having one creature and then opponent has like 3 or 4 creatures out, or they start making lots of tokens, even if you have creatures in your deck, but obviously you don't have them in play, you need to be board wiping, and then the next turn drop 1 or 2 creatures and hopefully opponent has nothing. But maybe they had a board wipe, they didn't have the land, they only had 4 land. So like we said, Magic is not complicated. Magic in and of itself is not complicated, but the interactions can technically be complicated. The interactions can be complicated, and if you don't pay attention, you can get in trouble easily. So the reason this thing is good is because he keeps making creatures. So every time he pops a creature, this thing loses a counter. It's kind of a soft combo. So every upkeep, this thing makes a creature and then he loses a counter. It's not amazing, there's nothing to get excited about. And we're only running one of him just for giggles. But it is a combo. Next time we gotta figure out if we just evoke this thing, it can trigger him and we can kill one thing. But this thing is gonna be 4/4 already. We basically need like board wipe to start to deal with that. because these things are getting to be too big. This is why we say we need a board wipe, because opponent's cards are starting to get too big. We do have targeted removal. We have 4 cards, the 4 mana tunnel thing and the 5 mana thing. Also, once this guy starts making 1/1s, if they don't have trample, they can just keep chump blocking every single turn. But again, we don't want to be in that situation. Yeah, they're making tokens. So we need to be dealing with stuff. This thing is War 2, so we can't kill it. Rise of Sozin will board wipe, but until that time comes, we need to block. Do they have anything with reach? No. It's just attack. We basically have to jump block until next turn. Next turn we can basically board wipe. So we have to hope they don't know or they don't think we have a board wipe, and they just keep casting creatures, and then this turn we basically jump block, and then next turn we basically board wipe. And then we have a couple of plays. We have Emptiness the turn after, and we have this guy, and then this thing just gets rid of something dangerous. Come on, cast one more thing, tap out. And the only way to bribe the opponent, not bribe the opponent, but like kind of goad them into casting more stuff, is by you casting more stuff, so they think like, oh, this guy cast a creature and he doesn't have board wipe because he's got 4 creatures. Is he gonna kill his 4 creatures? Yes, they fell for it and they cast one more guy. It doesn't matter what they pump, it doesn't matter what they do this turn, as long as they don't have like trample. Unfortunately this thing has trample, but we can technically double block it. And they are tapped out, so our board wipe on our turn is gonna go through, no problema. And this turn we can just kind of jump block this thing with the 1/1, and then maybe that technically we don't have to double block because it doesn't really matter. We're gonna take some damage from this trampler guy, and if they don't attack, it's just terrible opponent. What are you doing? Hurry up, we wanna do our board wipe. So they didn't attack, so this is what we're talking about, like terrible opponent. Okay, we have to pay 2 life for this to make sure we have a board wipe, and we're going to just attack. I mean, we're gonna board wipe anyway, so there's no point. So they missed the damage. They could have hit us for like 4. We could have been at like 5 or 6 life right now, and then paying for the tomb would have been a little bit bad. I don't know what they're waiting for. I think they should probably figure out if we're gonna attack with everything, we're gonna board wipe. So why would they only block? Okay, so they took out all this damage for no reason. This is what we're saying, like we don't know, like you can't underestimate the opponent, but then they do these kind of things which are very, very strange. Okay, so you get to kill our guy, but I mean he did his job of board wiping. He did his job of board wiping. This guy comes in and he's just gonna kill the thing, and then the next turn, oh, he has ward 1. Oh, because of this stupid thing, gives everything ward. So annoying. Okay, we screwed that up. That's what we're saying, like you can't underestimate people. Well, we kind of underestimated ourselves, but then they still have to block this thing. I guess because of all the ward, I'm gonna have to evoke this. Or we can cast her, I guess. Yeah, they have to make something smaller. Okay, they have to block this guy. If they don't, they lose the game. So they're gonna lose their word. Why would they not read the card? You lose the game. This is what we're saying, like, you can't underestimate. Like, we play Magic. Here's our second win. We play Magic for a long time. Oh, 2026. We are in 2026, so we are basically reaching 30 years. Good lord. What a shock. What a shock. We started playing Magic in 1996 when Mirage, actually before Mirage came out, after Alliances came out, so around September or October. So this year actually marks our 30-year Magic anniversary, and we did take 6 or 7 years break. We mentioned many times already, between 2011 or 2010 and 2017 we took a break, but we are basically like, we started and we played for so long, and we actually reached unbelievable 30 years of playing Magic. So this is what we're talking about. Yes, our channel is not that competitive. Yes, it seems like we randomly made decks, but we actually do have a lot of experience. Oh, another elf deck. Well, we better draw lands and board wipes ASAP. But we do have experience. I guess you just play this guy end of turn. We should have been able to play this too, and this guy, because this thing gives... Oh no, this only gives green. Okay, we have to kill this. This is where Scrapshooter comes in clutch, as we mentioned. Oh yes, oh yes, this is what we're talking about. This is where Scrapshooter comes in clutch to kill enchantments and artifacts. Bye bye. And yes, this guy is going to get pumped for 2. And yeah, sometimes our decks seem like they work or they have some random stuff in it. It's random, but at the same time it's not random. The same time is not random. This thing needs to get killed by this guy, and then we can attack, because they literally have too many. Okay, we need to draw a board wipe again. They are pure mono green elves. We are kind of a mess, actually. We need to draw a board wipe, but until we draw the board wipe, let's put some boys on the board. And he can convoke. That's pretty good. So if they do attack, we can actually take out some guys by giving indestructible. I mean, they should attack. Or not. We don't really want to pump because we don't know what's coming up. This guy is good. He gives us a land, and he's also an elf. Pass the turn. That thing needs to die. This thing needs to die. Oh, they have nothing. Okay, so they must attack now. They have no card here. If not, this thing needs to die because it makes tokens. It also pumps up the elves, but it also makes tokens. I'm not sure why they're waiting. They can wait to just keep on pumping stuff, but they should probably know that we have war wives because we're playing like a black. Not we're playing like black. We're playing black. Another one of these is good. Okay, this thing has to come out and take out the Imperious Perfect ASAP. This thing's gonna get pumped. And we won! He can take out the Perfect, and then we attack with the fairies, and then the next turn they basically have to attack. But we have the guy that gives our elf indestructible, so they will probably lose. And we are 3-0. Like we said, 3-0 with Golgari Elves in Lorwyn. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more MTG content videos.